Pigskin Nation, welcome back to the channel. Pigskin Josh here. Week 4 predictions. Let's get straight into them. We got the Seattle Seahawks at the Arizona Cardinals. Seahawks are a 1.5 point favorite. I am going with Seattle. Sam Darnold seems to be playing really well. The Seahawks defense seems to be doing well. Both of these teams are 2-1. I think the Cardinals' record displays them a little bit better than they actually are. I got Seattle taking this divisional game. Next, we go to Dublin, Ireland. Minnesota Vikings at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay. Even though it's in Dublin, I am going with the Minnesota Vikings. Why? Carson Wentz in Ireland. It is clear that he is of Irish descent. Have you seen that beard? Have you seen that red hair? Vikings defense played out of their minds last week. I think they're going to want to put on a good show for the good people of Ireland. We're going Vikings in this one. Washington Commanders at the Atlanta Falcons. Okay, I'm recording this video super early. Are they going to start Michael Penix Jr. or Kirk Cousins? I think they're going to start Michael Penix Jr. Marcus Mariota, Jaden Daniels is listed as questionable. Will he play? Maybe. We'll see. Either way, I think the Washington Commanders, they go into Atlanta. They're a 2.5 point favorite. I got the Commanders winning. Okay. Commanders are 2-1. Falcons are 1-2 right now. Commanders are going into Atlanta to take care of business. The Saints at the Bills. Oh my goodness. Saints fans, I am so sorry. I love your guys' coach, Kellen Moore. He's awesome. Tough task being the New Orleans Saints head coach right now. Bills are 3-0. Saints are 0-3. The Bills are a 16.5 point favorite. You know who we're taking. We're taking the Buffalo Bills. Okay. I'm sorry, Saints fans. You guys might end up getting the number 1 draft pick next year. Cleveland Browns going into Detroit. Detroit is on a hot roll right now. Cleveland got extremely lucky with that win over the Packers last week. They will not be so lucky going into Detroit this week. Detroit is a 8.5 point favorite right now. Detroit's going to go to 3-1. The Browns are going to fall to 1-3. We got the Detroit Lions winning this game. Carolina Panthers going into New England. Okay. You know Mike Vrabel's pissed off with the way that this team's been playing. You know he's upset. You know he's ringing them right now. Both teams are 1-2. Panthers absolutely crushed the Falcons last week. Do I think they're going to do the same this week? I do not. I got the New England Patriots winning this at home in Foxborough. New England's a 5.5 point favorite. Don't think that I'm just picking the favorites. You never know what's going to happen. Okay. I could be wrong. Chargers at the Giants. We all know this coach of the Giants is in the hot seat now. People are calling for his head. People are calling to get rid of Russell Wilson, throw Jackson Dart in there. Do I think Jackson Dart should play? No. My last video, I said he shouldn't. I do think they should give Russell Wilson till the end of the year. Let Russell Wilson go out with a losing record. I'm sorry to say that. Russell Wilson, he needs to retire. He is not very good right now, or quite frankly, it could just be the New York Giants, you know, organization because Daniel Jones, he seems to be doing extremely well in in Indy right now. Oh man. Chargers are going in as a 6.5 point favorite. You guys know I'm loving Justin Herbert this season. We got the Chargers going to 4-0, and we got the Giants unfortunately falling to 0-4. Okay. Philadelphia at Tampa Bay. You never know what Baker Mayfield's going to pull out of his hat, his trick of bags. You know, he's got it. He could win. Tampa Bay, they could win this game. Both teams are 3-0. Philly's a 3.5 point favorite going in this game. I don't know. I'm going to have to continue to roll with Sirianni, Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley. They're getting it done. That second half Philadelphia team looked completely different than the first half Philadelphia team. It's like they opened up the playbook and allowed Jalen Hurts to just start doing his thing. Don't stifle this guy. Let him cook. I got the Eagles winning. Tennessee Titans at the Houston Texans. Both teams are 0-3. Who's going to get the win? I have picked the Houston Texans every single week to win. I am going to keep picking them until they get a win. I got Houston getting business taken care of, getting it done in Houston this weekend. And I should mention they are a 6.5 point favorite. Okay. The Colts at the Rams. Both of these teams are playing at an extremely high level. It could have been the Rams going to 3-0 and beating the Eagles this last past weekend. Colts are 3-0. Rams are 2-1. It's in LA. Rams are a 3.5 point favorite. Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes, this guy's cooking. Jonathan Taylor's doing well. Tyler Warren is doing well. Their defense is playing good. But I think Los Angeles Rams are going to get this done in LA. Okay. They're going to go 3-1. Colts are going to drop to 3-1. We'll see what happens. Jacksonville at the Niners. Man alive. Brock Purdy still might be out. He's listed as questionable right now. Mac Jones has played well the last 2 weeks. He's managed the football game. He's thrown some touchdowns. He's done really well. Okay, Niners are 3-0 for some reason. Okay, Jacksonville's 2-1. Better start to their season. Okay, this is a tough game to pick for me, especially with Nick Bosa now being out for the season, not playing that defense. Yeah, it's going to be tough, but man, San Francisco's a 3.5 point favorite right now. Man, I don't know what to do in this game. I want to say the Niners are going to win, but you know what? I think I'm going to do this on the fly. I'm going to swap this around. I had it Niners. I was going to pick the Niners. Nope. You know who we're going with? We're going with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay. Game time decision. Jacksonville, they're going to get the win. They're going to 3-1. Niners are going to drop this game. Woo. Schedule doesn't get any easier. Maybe it does for the Ravens since the Chiefs are just playing pretty terrible. Okay. Ravens at the Chiefs. Chiefs, man, they barely got a win against the Giants, in my opinion. Ravens dropped a game to the Detroit Lions. They've had a really tough schedule, but I think Lamar Jackson, he's going to be back on track. Not that he wasn't on track, throwing 3 touchdowns, playing a really good ball game against the Detroit Lions this last past weekend. I just don't have too much faith in the Chiefs right now. There's something going on in that organization, in that locker room. They just kind of seem deflated to me. I gotta go with the Ravens. Okay. Uh, Vegas has got the Ravens as well. They're a -2.5. So we're gonna roll with them. The Bears at the Raiders. This is gonna be a good game. Both of these teams are looking to get back to 500. They're not looking to take another loss and go 1-3. One of these teams is going 1-3. One of these teams is going 2-2. Ben Johnson, I don't want to say he's got it figured out, but that win against the Cowboys was pretty good. Granted, the Cowboys have one of the worst defenses in the National Football League right now, but I got Caleb Williams going into Vegas, getting this win. Okay, we're rolling with these guys. Green Bay Packers at the Dallas Cowboys. Who's going to win this game as of right now? I've got it in the middle. Why? Woo. I'm a Cowboys fan. Packers didn't play so well last weekend. Micah Parsons going back to Dallas. Jerry Jones is going to be full of tears. Oh my goodness. I think we're going to have to make a game time decision right here. You know what? My beloved Cowboys, this isn't their season, and it hasn't been for the last 30 years. We're going to have to go with the Green Bay Packers. They're a 6.5 point favorite. Part of me wants to switch it to the Cowboys. Maybe I will later on in the week. We'll see. But as of right now, we're rolling with Packers. All right, we got two Monday night football games. Unfortunately, one of these games is the 0-3 Jets at the 0-3 Dolphins. Miami's a 2.5 point favorite. I do think Miami's got a better football team than the Jets. Jets have got some injuries. Tua, it's about time that he puts it together. It's about time that Mike McDaniels gets the Dolphins' first win of the season so that they don't drop to 0-4. They did play decent against the Bills. In division game again, Dolphins, they need to win this game. I got the Dolphins winning this game. Okay. Now, the next Monday Night Football game that we have is the Denver Broncos at the Cincinnati Bengals. We know Joe Burrow is out until at least the middle of December. Denver's a pretty big favorite in this game, 7.5 points. Jake Browning, he struggled against that Minnesota defense that was just relentless last week. The Broncos have also got a really good, high caliber, top 10, if not top 5 defense in the league. I think Denver goes into Cincinnati and takes care of business, beats, I don't want to say the socks off of the Bengals. It all depends on what their defense does and how well Bo Nix plays. But I got the Broncos beating the Bengals. Those are the predictions for week 4 of the NFL season. Hit that like button, give me a subscribe, and we will see you on the next video.